In today's video, we're going to be looking at the best 3-man defensive team for PvP battles. What is up, Pistol Nation, my friends? We are here back at it again today with a new video. This 3-man team for PvP battles is pretty sick, and I highly suggest you check it out, try it out if you have these heroes. Before we get started, I'm gonna ask you, as always, please pistol whip that like button to help support the channel. Hit the subscribe button if you are not already subscribed, my friends. Share this video. There's only 3 characters for this build. Is a very good defensive PvP build. You could try it out for attacking, but again, it's not necessarily for attacking. This is more to catch your opponent off guard because it is only 3 characters. So it looks like your power level is kind of low, and somebody may come along and be like, oh, my power is 10 million and this person only has 8 million power. This is an easy victory. They click battle on your group of characters, and bam, as a defensive stance, and you win. These are the 3 characters we're going to look at right here. We have, let me go into the PvP area real quick. Let me just click on this one. So here we go. This is our team. We have Cygnus, we have Maroc, and Centaurus. So they actually have pretty good synergy with each other all together. 3 tanks. So I know you're thinking like, what? Just 3 tanks? Yes, 3 tanks, no attackers, no support, nothing else. Again, this is like a trap defensive team, right? So let's go and dig into why these are so good. So we're going to look at Centaurus first. We have him powered up, not super powered up. I could put better equipment on him. I just kind of put like the basic gear on him so you could see the gear sets that you want to have on them. But by no means, this is not my best gear. We could definitely power him up more. Again, also his abilities. We don't have his abilities powered up. I need more legendary books. I'm hurting for legendary books so bad. So if you got him, if you got these 3 characters like maxed out, you'll probably see even better benefits than I have. So here we go. This is the main idea that we want to look at for gear. Let's take a look at the gear for Centaurus first. Want to have high health pool. So these 3 characters, we want to put as much gear on them that gives them the biggest buffs for health. So first off, right here, we have this one. I just kind of picked this one up, a good physical attack, and you know, it was only pretty much the only one I could equip right now. But the other one is the biggest set bonus you want to have is the gunslinger. The gunslinger gear is very good for this build, for these characters, because we want that 500% max health, and the 10% chance to take an extra turn is also good, but we want that max health. So as you can see, I haven't even leveled this up. I just kind of threw this gear on him. It's all about having high health, and the reason for that is it piggybacks with their abilities. It goes hand in hand with the synergy of some of their abilities. So we have the Mana Flow gear set, mostly just focusing on high health and defense. The attacking will come along. The attacking is just, you know, they're already put out decent damage, but Cygnus is probably your biggest damage dealer in this group. Right, so like Centaurus and Maroc are kind of like there to do shielding. They do a lot of shielding and just soaking up the damage, while you have Cygnus putting out lots of damage. So that's what I pretty much do, is just pick the gear that has the highest health percentage and just throw it on there, but make sure you get some set bonuses. Like the gunslinger is the best one. So if we take a look at his abilities, his first one's pretty good, burn with the wound, that's okay. But this right here, this is why we want to have high health pool, right? So right here, his special ability, gain shield regen for 1 turn, gain 25% max health as a shield. So the higher health he has, the bigger the shield will be. So that's why we want to put that gunslinger set bonus on him. So the higher the health, the bigger his shield will be. So it's so important. We want to have as much gear that has the biggest buff to his health. And over here again, this is his ultimate, 100% chance to inflict 2 stacks of burn. But again, we have gain shield for 30% of damage dealt. So again, we want to deal with the high health and the damage too. So you could even go and find like some companion cards. As you can see, I used his exact companion card for him. So we have, his health is a little low, which is okay. But what I really like is the attack percentage, right? So we focused mainly on our gear having high health. So then his companion card gives him the big boost for his attack percentage. Like this is where we get all our attack buffs from. 504%. We got 10% critical, another 10% critical, which is really good. And we have this at 19 so far. If we take a look at the other ones right here, we have on ally ultimate or special cast, that ally gains 7% of their max health as a shield. Again, this cannot affect Centaurus himself, but this will be affecting Cygnus big time because Cygnus is going to be getting his ultimate ability off a lot, and it's also going to be affecting Merrick. So again, we want to have them have high health so that they get that big shield. And then this one, heal for 25% of your current shield. Again, the higher your shield, the more health you'll keep going. It's just kind of like, it's like a never-ending cycle. The more you have them powered up, like the crazier it'll be, where they'll all just be, you'll just see them like keep shielding, and they'll just keep shielding each other, and then they'll just keep healing, and it's just like, it's a never-ending thing. Shields right now are so overpowered. Like if you can get a good team that builds off of shields and just shielding each other, like it's so hard for your opponent to take you down. And then he also has his other passive ability. While shielded, allies gain 40% reduced AoE damage. Again, we want him to always have a shield, so we're always going to benefit from that, so we won't get one-shotted. And then on turn end, if he has a shield, he'll gain taunt for a turn. Again, he should always have a shield. We want him to have a shield as much as possible, so he'll always be taunting. Now that's Centaurus. Now let's take a look at Merrick. Again, this is kind of the same idea. You want to have high health. We have a high health companion card. And the same thing with the gear. For the gear set, again, we went with the gunslinger gear. We want to have high health, like huge pools of health. Let's take a look at some of his abilities. Again, we have, if target is debuffed, gain shield 5% of energy attack. That's pretty good. That's going to go hand in hand with Cygnus. Another one we have is gain shield equal to 30% of damage dealt. Again, he's going to have high health and high damage. So we're going to get that extra shield for the bigger the shield, for the more attack damage he does. Inflict energy attack down, that's just a bonus. Again, my Merrick is very low with his abilities. Again, I wasn't able to really power him up. So what you see in my PvP examples is not full power. So I'm telling you, like, this is a sick combo. When you have them all powered up to the max, all their abilities, these three together are insane. His ultimate, we have a 60% chance for stun for 1 turn. If he has a shield, guaranteed stun. Again, we want to have, they most likely are going to have a shield because they're all going to be shielding each other with all their different passives and special abilities. And then we have energy allies, 8% increased energy defense. Again, all our 3 characters are all energy, so they're all energy allies. Cygnus is an energy defender, Merrick is energy defender, Centaurus is energy defender, so they're all going to buff from this. Again, you'd want to have this as high as possible so you get to 22%. And then, like, even if this one is at level 5, like, these level 5s are insane. I'm telling you, like, if he has a shield, guaranteed stun. If he has a shield, guaranteed critical hit. I mean, they're crazy. It's insane. And then his passives are just as good. Redirect 30% damage taken by allies to him. All damage taken from redirect is reduced by 30 right now. Again, if we get this up higher, it's going to be reduced by 50%, which is huge. And then again, his other passive start a turn, gain a shield. So every time at the start of the turn, he's just going to instantly gain a shield for, 26% of his maximum health. But if you have it higher at level 5, it'll be 32% max health. And then start a round, if he has his shield greater than 50% of his health, gain 10% energy attack. So it's this whole build is all about having shields constantly on your team, right? And then because they always have shields on, they get all these extra buffs. They get energy attack buffs, they get reduction in damage. It's just insane. And now we go and we look at Cygnus. Cygnus is just pretty much our big damage dealer for the team. He doesn't necessarily have too much shield stuff, like shielding abilities like the others. He's more of our like attacker, but he has huge debuffs. And again, this goes hands in hand with that other ability where if your opponent is debuffed, you know, so on and so forth. It's crazy, right? So here we go. Energy defense as true damage, hits the lower target. I mean, his regular one is insane. 100% chance to inflict physical attack down, energy attack down. Again, we're debuffing our opponents. It's crazy. He gets like extra turns. His ultimate ability is ridiculous. 25 mana at the start of this ability resurrects all dead allies. So if your team dies, he brings them back. I mean, this guy is insane. This is just, and then like he'll get like a shield when he does his special abilities from the other characters. We have allies have 20% increased physical and energy attack. Again, that'll help out our other big tanks to put out more damage. Allies take 30% reduced damage. So we're taking so much reduced damage, and then on top of that we have high health and we're getting shields. Like, they just makes them so tanky. While an ally is alive, he takes 20% reduced damage. If an ally dies, inflict burn on the killer for 5 turns. I mean, there's just so much crazy stuff going on here. It's just insane. So I'll jump into some battles because I know you guys want to see it all like going off. It's not necessarily going to be super strong, again, because this is just like a quick build to show you some of these abilities. They need to be stronger. Like, if these are all level 5, and the same thing with Merrick. My Merrick is very weak. As you can see, he's not even like in the top for my like top 6 for power. He's very low. I just don't have enough legendary books. I'm telling you though, like, this is a really good build, trust me. So we're going to wait, what is this? Oh yeah, we got the battle royale coming. Prepare yourselves, guys. We got the battle royale coming. So I'm gonna just jump into some arena battles real quick. It's kind of hard to show off because some of these are like really low. As you can see, I mean, we have higher power, but I'll just show it off just so you guys and girls can see it. I'm gonna put it on 1, and I'm just gonna let it auto battle. But as you can see, Cygnus goes first. He just does his ultimate or his special, and then as you can see, they're just he just runs in, smashes them. But you see the shields, like, we had shields constantly. It's insane. Like, see, they're going to keep generating shields over and over and over again. As you can see, they took a whole bunch of damage, but they still have shields. Their health hasn't even been touched yet. His shield was just broken. I mean, this is crazy. Cygnus goes back up to do some more crazy shenanigans. I mean, he's insane, this Cygnus guy. He just destroyed, and then he got some more damage off. Again, the shields just regenerate. Like, it's so crazy the way that this build is. Like, shields are so strong, especially when you got like 3 characters like this that all synergize well with shielding. They all just keep shielding each other up, and your shield's like as much as your health. It's crazy. It's almost like having 2 full bars of health or something. Like, look at our Centaurus. His freaking shield is almost full. He's almost got a full shield. And like, that's what you want. You want the battle to go on as long as possible, because the longer the battle goes on, the more it benefits you. You don't want to get like, if you get quick sniped, then like that's probably this team's biggest flaw. If your opponent goes first, they can one-shot you instantly really quick, and then that's when you kind of lose. For this build, you want the battle to go on as long as possible. Like, the longer the battle goes on, the more your shields just keep generating and generating. As you can see, he's got a full shield. He's got a full shield. The arena's not dying, right? Like, that's the only thing, is she's not, but she will die eventually. I'm telling you, it's like she keeps healing. So this is almost like a never-ending battle, which is pretty crazy. Again, though, you're going to have your characters at a higher ability. So this battle might go on forever because she just keeps healing. This might have been a bad example, but again, they're gonna have higher attack power with their abilities being higher. But this is crazy. I might have to take this off of auto battle, and we might just have to go like just attack, because this is crazy right now. We're not putting out enough damage. She's healing up more damage than we're putting out. This is great, but you know what I mean. This is like, it's very frustrating for your opponent. This is good defense. This is what I'm saying. It's a good defensive trap. The longer it goes on, the better it is. But this is crazy. This might be like, oh my god, we might be in like a stalemate. This is insane. We might be in a stalemate because she just keeps regenerating. Oh my god, this is great. This is ridiculous. We can't get her health down faster because we're off shielded. We're not, our abilities are too low. Our abilities are only at like level 2 and 3. Oh my god, this is crazy. This match could go on for like an hour. We're already 16 minutes deep in this video. All right, I think you guys and girls have the idea of what the battle is like. But I'm not gonna. Oh, we took a big chunk out of her right there. We almost killed her. But as you can see, this is the grind game. Like these three together, this is the grind game. Their shields are insane. Their shields are not going down. Like I said, the longer the match goes on, the more that this team benefits. But this is probably more defensive team. You could throw in, if you wanted to do it, make it like offensively, you could throw in some offensive, some other people who put more damage out. But this is a good, like really good defensive PvP team to like trap your opponent, right? Because your team just doesn't die and it'll get super annoying for them. Kind of like this one, kind of like how this arena is just not dying and we're just kind of like, all right, well, we're just gonna surrender at this point because this is like never ending. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Pistol whip that like button, hit the subscribe button for more amazing content and more shenanigans like this. I love y'all. I will see y'all in the next video. Good luck, my friends, in your battle royale. I wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Rack it up, I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out. Smoke it up, I got some gas, some packs, I'm up in the greenhouse. Ball it up, I'm with the game, we taking shots off the rebound. Look at my post to say now, I've been humble too long, yeah. Tell them all to stay